Hello everyone, we have our week 4 previews, picks, predictions, whatever you want to call them, around the CFL. So before we start, please make sure to subscribe if you are new. Now we'll talk about some factors that could be part of this game or the games, and then of course who am I picking, because I am 10-2 to start off the year. So the first game is tonight, BC at Ottawa. My things here: how will Nathan Rourke do after 2 amazing weeks? You don't have Brian Burnham, excuse me. I keep saying Lucky Whitehead, I don't know why. But then you got to see, how is he going to do after those 2 really great performances? Will Ottawa be able to win after coming off their bye to beat the 2-0 Lions? Got to think they had a little bit more time to prepare. Curious to see how it'll go after they played 2 really tough games against the Blue Bombers. And will William Pell be able to help his team out? He missed the first 2 games, if I'm not mistaken, and is supposed to play tonight. Don't know how much he'll be running the ball tonight, but I am curious to see if his presence will help. Now, moving over to Tim Hortons Field, you have the Edmonton Elks taking on the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Some people have been calling this the Tank Bowl or the Toilet Bowl, and this is because both teams are 0-3. I think there's going to be some interesting storylines here. Tre Ford, it seems like, might be starting for Edmonton instead of Nick Arbuckle in this game. Is he ready? I don't know, but I guess we're going to find out if that's the case. And then what will either team do if they lose again to move to 0-4? With the way this has been going, a tie is worse than a loss in some cases, and I could see both of these teams tying the game and then going home with a tie, which would be really unfortunate, but you never know. But yeah, this is very big for both teams in terms of playoff potential. And then, of course, is either team done for if they lose this game? I really do think a team like Edmonton, yes, this is a long season. The CFL is longer than the NFL season, but I do think Edmonton is done for if they start off the year 0-4, because then you got to try to get back from that when you have a lot of good teams. So I am picking Hamilton to win this. Kind of curious to see how Ford will do if he starts. Over in the prairies, you have Montreal at Saskatchewan, a rematch after the Owls really beat up on Saskatchewan last week. I am curious to see here who is going to start for the Alouettes. You had Trevor Harris, who was able to really put together a pretty good game as the Alouettes picked up their first win of the season. And Vernon Adams Jr. missed, of course, because of COVID. So yeah, that's going to be really interesting to see who they put out in the quarterback carousel. And of course, can the Riders have a better start to this game than they had the previous game against Montreal? All know what happened there. Kickoff return on the first, the ensuing play of the game. Got to start off better so you're not stuck in a hole, because I think Montreal had a field goal pretty close after that to make it 10-0. And then another thing here, will penalties be the deciding factor in this game? Montreal, a team that takes dumb penalties. Saskatchewan, a team that, Coach Dickinson has even said himself, they are going to have to stop taking the bad penalties if they want to be a Grey Cup winning team. I could see this game kind of being a sloppy affair where we saw a lot of penalties. I'm taking Saskatchewan at Mosaic, and we'll have to see if they pull it off or if Montreal beats them back-to-back weeks. And then, of course, the final game of the week, Winnipeg at Toronto. How will Toronto respond after getting slapped by BC? They lost 44-3. Really rough considering they went 9-5 last year. I have to wonder what their Grey Cup status is. I have said before, I could see them making the Grey Cup and losing to a West team, because clearly the West is better than the East. Has been that case for a while now in a lot of ways. So I'm curious to see how they bounce back. Will Winnipeg's offense finally have a breakthrough? Yes, they are 3-0, but a lot of it has been defensive play and then scoring at the right times. The defense has scored as well. So yeah, will the offense be able to give the defense a little bit of breathing room against a team that, of course, could have met them in the Grey Cup last year? And then what does the outcome of this game mean for both teams is going to be a big storyline here. Toronto, I don't think it's as big of a deal if they start out 1-2, considering Hamilton is 0-3, Ottawa is 0-2, and then Montreal, of course, 1-2. Whereas Winnipeg, you have got Saskatchewan, Calgary, and BC. All very good teams. You want to be able to have that top seed in the West. So yeah, in a weird way, it means more for Winnipeg, I think, to win this game than it would for Toronto. Of course, they're going to try to win it, but I think for Winnipeg, being able to start 4-0 would be massive for them, and we will have to see how it goes. But I am picking Winnipeg to win this as well, so I'm curious to see how that goes. Make sure to leave your picks in the comment section down below. I apologize for looking like a bum, just got off work and then put together these notes for this video, and then my other channel, Hockey Brigade, doing a video there as well. But yeah, make sure to leave your picks, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you are new. Everybody stay safe, have a great night.